In this video, I will continue my presentation, Rethinking of Aging. It is part 6, longevity industry and influencers in this area. As always, I recommend you to download the presentation as PDF file from the link in the description. You will get access to the links and sources of information. Make your own research. I'm not scientific. I'm not medical professional. I am doctor of science, and so don't rely on my opinion because I do this research for my own benefits, and cannot be responsible for any information what I provide. This again, you make your own research. I provide as much links and references to the source of information as I can. Okay, let's go. Dr. Aubrey de Grey, 61 years old, a former software engineer, and Dr. Josh Mitteldorf, 75 years old. He has PhD in astrophysics with 74 scientific publications, are the most respected scientists in the area of longevity and aging. De Grey has been arguing that immortality is theoretically possible since his first book, Mitochondrial Free Radical Theory of Aging, published in 1999. He believes that we have not to slow aging down, but to reverse it. And Dr. Mitteldorf wrote the popular book Cracking the Aging Code and keep the scientific blog Aging Matters. Quite interesting. I often rely on information at this blog. So despite my disagreement with the obsession of these respected researchers in genetics, DNA mutations, and claims that aging is genetically programmed, I would recommend watching the recent video of Josh Mitteldorf. Yeah. So here we see the slide of Aubrey de Grey. He's 61 years old, and here is also he is 61 years old, and you see he looks quite old for he is 55 years old at this picture, and already look not much older than his chronological age, to my opinion. Okay, Josh Mitteldorf is 75 years old. He is better, but again not much younger than his chronological age. So the field of longevity is rapidly evolving, with various companies and startups focusing on treatments and technologies aimed at extending a healthy lifespan, not just lifespan, but healthy lifespan. A list of anti-aging startups includes 176 companies, and this list is rapidly extends. Some companies from the list provide services to measure epigenetic biological age, various hallmarks of aging, and health biomarkers. Companies like Lifespan offer wellness programs that include diet, exercise, and mental health strategies to promote longevity. Many companies sell probiotics and prebiotic supplements, nutritional supplements, and bioactive compounds. The accumulation of senescent cells is considered one of the root causes of aging, and the use of senolytics to selectively eliminate these senescent cells is under intensive research. Companies like Unity Biotechnology are working in these therapies. Okay, so here we see some 20 of the best funded biotech startups in the area of age reversal. So there are companies that produce fecal microbiota, transplantation from young individuals to the elderly, and supplements like nicotine mononucleotide and nicotinamide riboside that are precursors of NAD+, that is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, are popular with companies like Elysium Health and ChromaDex focusing on this product. I was talking in previous part of the presentation that it is worthless. It's better to use cheap and very easy available vitamin B3 such as nicotinic acid or niacin and nicotinamide. These expensive versions of vitamin B3 is actually not good at all. Okay, so but again, why to spend so much money on things which which are not as good as other cheaper substances? Okay, so companies like Stem Cells Incorporation are developing stem cells therapies. It's not the only, but again, it's just one of the largest. As an alternative, many companies produce the exosome therapy. I was talking about this again. It is probably not as harmful as stem cells injections. So also the blood and plasma transfusion therapy is available from some companies. Again, it is not providing a long-term rejuvenation, but some temporary improvement of your body, of your health. Hormone replacement therapies, particularly those focusing on growth hormone, estrogen, and testosterone, are very popular, and the list of companies in hormone replacement therapy is presented here. You can check. Again, you can buy this testosterone and growth hormone supplements and for injections or whatever, and you can try, but I would not recommend it, as I was talking about it in previous part of my presentation. Some research startups are exploring gene editing technologies such as CRISPR therapeutics and Elevate Bio to target anti-aging related genes. Okay, there are many popular YouTube channels, bloggers, and internet influencers who focus on longevity, health, and wellness. The list of YouTube influencers include, again, I am not taking all, but quite many, but at least you can see, you can click on, you can get to the channels of these people, and quite many. And a channel, for example, called Modern Health Span presents video interviews with experts, so-called experts in the area of health and longevity research. And there is a list of top internet influencers, mostly this Instagram, in the area of aging and health and wellness, and mostly women are presented. More than 1,000 internet influencers. So I was interested not in publicity, but in my own health and longevity, and so I didn't try to promote my YouTube channel, and I have yet a limited number of subscribers. It is below 1,500 subscribers, so it is very low, but I have to probably work on it to promote my channel in future. This is the people who are working in this aging, and honestly, I would not trust any one of them, not anyone. Okay, but again, I have some people I trust, like Mason, for example, Paul Mason. I respect him a lot, but he has no he has clinic, his own clinic, but not internet channel. In the area of longevity, many internet influencers and biohackers claim to have achieved rejuvenation, but most of these claims are based on measurements with epigenetic clocks, such as Horvath's clock or Grimm age clock, or arbitrary biomarkers rather than visible, self-evident rejuvenation. Concrete demonstration of functional rejuvenation are less common. Again, it is actually missing, completely missing. For example, Brian Johnson, I was talking about them, he's claiming significant rejuvenation and slow aging based on epigenetic clocks and other tests. So visible changes in his appearance demonstrate the opposite tendency. He is actually aging much quicker than he's supposed to do at normal conditions, so he looks very old. But again, his presentation these videos and photos are adjusted to hide his signs of visible age. David Sinclair claims a rejuvenation of his heart and lungs, but provides no evidence of it. Again, this is just blah blah blah. And some influencers may claim that they feel themselves younger or have more energy. A few influencers may share photos or videos of physical changes like weight loss that may not directly related to biological age reversal. Okay, this is Brian Johnson. He's only 47 years old, and you see his fingers. He looks terribly sick and much older than his 47 years chronological age, and he is using a lot of, I was talking about them, he uses a lot of therapies and supplements, etc. So, but it doesn't help him at all. So this is David Sinclair. Again, I have some more photos of him, and again, he is 51 years old in this picture, and he claims that by his biological age 10 years younger. Again, no, if it is measured by epigenetic clock, okay, but no, what he's doing, again, he's covering his gray hair and using Botox injections on face to appear younger. Again, this is, I will go to this again a little bit later. The idea to use microbial enzymes to degrade and remove oxidized lipids, lipoproteins, and lipofuscin from our body was proposed by Dr. De Grey as a part of his strategy to slow down or reverse aging in 2002. So it's quite a long while ago. A recent example of this approach is the use of enzyme produced by Mycobacterium tuberculosis that can break down oxidized lipoprotein in foam cells. This enzyme was tested in a mouse model of late-stage cardiovascular disease and showed a 48% reduction in lipid-based plaque in the aorta after single treatment. So, but no clinical trial was used. So I discussed in my videos, you can click the 16, 17, as well as presentation, the development of advanced bacterial enzymes. So I use the idea of the degree, but I do it practically. So, and I developed a product which has this advanced enzymes, and regular intake of my product with this advanced enzymes reduced significantly pulse pressure in me and participant of the trial. Again, it works. Again, I believe that pulse pressure is a functional parameter of functional marker of aging. So it's, again, I rely on it, and I improved with the intake of this my product. My health was improved, but also people who suffering from hypertension, they were almost cured completely. So again, these people are very grateful to me for this, and support my project. But okay, I tried to find some support for at universities at some countries like China, South Korea, and Singapore, because these countries have big problem of aging population, and this would help a lot to extend the longevity of the people and improve health. But I failed to get any funding. I don't know, they even I presented all necessary materials, but it was just even not considered as application, unfortunately. So I used his ideas. He is 55 years old and look terribly old. And this is my project, what I do. So I pack it in pellets and provide to my clients, and it works. But it takes 2-3 months to see the improvement. So I have a PhD in physics and mathematics with more than 140 scientific publications. Mostly I worked in the area of chemical physics, plasma, high power lasers, material science, fluid dynamics, and polymers. Okay, so we see. As a professional scientist, I rely on scientific publications, logic, and my own observations. So I'm very cautious to accept dogmas and dominating opinions, especially the opinion that genetics defines the longevity of biological species. Indeed, nature demonstrates examples of radical lifespan differences in social insects between the royals and working individuals having the same genetics but consuming different foods during their lives. Also, average longevities of rodents with compatible sizes is very different. For example, you can compare mice and bats. Bats is actually not rodents, but okay, at least you can compare size. Rats and squirrels, rats and neck rats, and so this longevity of these animals are radically different, and you have to think why. So again, extreme longevity of insect-eating bats is another hint from nature, especially if you compare longevity of insect-eating bats and fruit-eating bats. Again, it's one more indication what we can, what diet we have to follow to extend our longevity. But it is not only diet, and it's other things are important. So you see this the slide that. A rat is living 2 years, squirrel 20 years, despite their compatible size, and squirrels eat seeds, nuts and seeds, but yet it is working 20 years, so it's amazing, amazingly. So that's again, I would maybe go later on to explain why it is happening. Also, comparison of mouse. Mice live 2 years, and bats, insect-eating bats, 40 years. Okay, you see, huge difference. Again, body size and metabolism is compatible, but huge, 20 times difference in longevity. Why? Okay, then also these crabs and lobster. Also, you have to and you have to think about what is different. What is the difference? Even again, here we see difference in the diet. They eat insects, mice eat seeds. But even if squirrel eats seeds and nuts, it lives much longer than rats. Again, you have to use logic and think about this. And there is definitely some explanation on it. So, an ability to live extremely long and productive lives is necessary for humans to survive the coming collapse of Western civilization that I described in my videos and presentation. You can look this again. I believe that it is just coming and very near. So, and I don't know how many people will follow my findings to survive and start the galactic civilization, but I will do my best to help as many humans as possible. Again, so it is certainly can be considered as end times, and many indications that we will go through the collapse of population and very high depopulation of the planet. So I know how many people will go through this bottleneck of this population collapse. So I will try to help as many as possible, and also I want to live through this collapse myself. So I use ChatGPT and other artificial intelligence bots almost every day and find them very helpful in my research. And the development of AI, which is happening just now, can be conceptualized in the following stages: this narrow AI and general AI. We will probably get a general AI end of this year or next year. And super intelligence, which is very probably distant 5-10 years, and post super intelligence, which are in the singularity. Singularity, it is like this time is we just cannot imagine what will happen at that time. It's probably before the end of this century will happen. And singularity would lead to rapid and unprecedented advancements across every domain of human activity and could be a base for a new civilization. Again, my idea is that at least some people can survive this collapse of, and these people who will survive will start new civilization. I call it galactic civilization. So it will be absolutely fantastic future. And but again, not all people will live through these disasters. Okay, so I believe that combination of AI and robotics has the potential to revolutionize and transform industries and lifestyles in groundbreaking ways. Some of the primary areas where we can expect to see these advancements even soon. For in healthcare and medicine, in particular diagnosis, precision surgery and personalized medicine already works. But again, wait a few years, it will be revolution. Flexible manufacturing and sufficient supply a chain to reduce the cost of production, storage, packaging, and distribution. Agriculture and food production to manage labor-intensive tasks. It's now production of food is expensive and very, very labor-intensive. So probably in future we will see something different. Transportation and logistics, including autonomous self-driving cars, trucks, and drones. It works already in some cities, in some countries, and also in education and research, in particular personalized tutoring and automated experimental research, so especially in biology, when many measurements have to be done and scheduled, so it is again, it would be big help. Not to mention that the use of artificial intelligence help in research just to find information. So, and then home automation and personal assistance such as cleaning, cooking, and caregiving, that's inside the houses. It's again not only, so again, smart home systems and managing appliances, security, and energy consumption, also very, very, believe, interesting area. So it's, and eventually companion robots with AI. We have already AI as AI bots as chatting with people and answering a question not only about research or making some search, but it's even discussing some problem in the life of the people. So it is very helpful, I believe, and in future it will be revolutionize all the human families, for example, and relationship with other people. So again, it will be very interesting. So please maybe watch some movies like Blade Runner. It's very, very also interesting vision of future. Okay, so not many references this time. So, but again, I remind you that you can support my project by clicking by at least clicking on like and bell buttons and writing some proposals or questions in this to this video, and also you can contact me with email, and eventually you can even participate in the project and also support my project, because I don't have any official support for my research. Again, I was not again, situation is such that the main goal of the financial elites looks like it is depopulation, and we are coming through depopulation. If you want to survive, you better think and trust and think about what person to trust. Okay, thank you for your time. Take care. Ciao, ciao.